not a lot's changed since yesterday, and it's a personal matter, but from a presidential perspective, is there any possibility that the president would end up pardoning his son?
No.
Well, is there
I just said no. I just answered. Go ahead.
Good evening. We are coming on the air with breaking news tonight. President Biden has made a decision to pardon his son, Hunter.
Joe Biden definitely intends on taking his ball and going home to Delaware. But not before dribbling it all through the house and f***ing up all the vases.
As the whole becomes a part, I strike to burn, and the flame returns.
said not a lot's changed since yesterday, and it's a personal matter, but from a presidential perspective, is there any possibility that the president would end up pardoning his son?
No.
Well, is there
I just said no. I just answered.
First of all, that lady, KJP, Miss Jean Pierre, be lying. They got this lady out here lying on multiple occasions. And she's been proven wrong, and we'll get to that. But they just got her out here as like some sort of scapegoat. Swear to God. Can't even dislike her. But she feels the pressure. You could definitely see it. Every time she's put out there to lie, it's all over her face. She can't take it.
Go ahead.
Good evening. We are coming on the air with breaking news tonight. President Biden has made a decision to pardon his son, Hunter, ahead of the transfer of power to President-elect Donald Trump, according to a senior White House official with direct knowledge of the decision. He's expected to announce it later on tonight. And this comes months after Hunter Biden was convicted on gun charges back in June. That marked the first time a sitting president's child was convicted of a crime. Hunter Biden also pleaded guilty to federal tax.
It's the first time a sitting president's child has been convicted of a crime. And don't get me wrong, I'm not, if I was president and my son, was convicted of some crimes and I had the power to pardon him, especially if I was about to get out the chair, yeah, I would do it. Absolutely. But this is the type of power that, the type of power that any type of human being would use that, half of the country was bamboozled into hating Trump for doing. So on the business side, mostly. But yeah, I'd pardon my son. Really have no business doing it. As a president, he has no business doing it, but as a human being, as a father, pardon your son. But don't be shitting on Trump for whatever he was doing, for the minute shit that doesn't affect any of our lives that he was doing. Don't try to shit on Trump. Don't, keep the same energy.
Charges in September. White House officials and President Biden himself have said repeatedly that he would not, in fact, pardon Hunter before leaving office. But tonight we learned of the president's decision. Again, a reversal for him and what the White House has said President Biden would do.
Shit. Nigga.
And here's what I get out of all of that, right? First of all, KJP, again, like I said, they parade her out there to get off all of their lies and, all of their agendas and debunk any questions to those agendas. And they did it during the FEMA thing.
So FEMA regional administrators have been meeting with city officials on site to coordinate available federal support from FEMA and other federal agencies. Funding is also available through FEMA's emergency food and shelter program to eligible local governments and non-for-profit organizations upon request to support humanitarian relief for migrants.
After the hurricane in North Carolina, the hurricane in Florida, she was put out there to say that no funds were taken from FEMA to help the migrants.
It's just categorically false. No, Biden did not take FEMA relief money to use on migrants.
And clearly she's lying here because she said on multiple occasions, she was put out there to say that Hunter Biden would not be pardoned by Joe Biden, and Joe Biden himself was put out there to say that, no, I would not pardon my son if he was convicted of a crime. I would just let the courts deal with it. Who the f are you lying to, Joe?
As we sit here in Normandy, your son Hunter is on trial, and I know that you cannot speak about an ongoing federal prosecution. But let me ask you, will you accept the jury's outcome, their verdict, no matter what it is?
Yes.
And have you ruled out a pardon for your son?
Yes. I am satisfied that I'm not going to do anything. I said I abide by the jury decision, and I will do that, and I will not pardon him.
President Biden has ruled out any type of commutation or reduced sentence for his son Hunter Biden?
Yes, he has.
Again, you've also said several times that the president would not pardon or commute sentences for his son Hunter. I just want to make sure that that is not going to change over the next 6 months. The president's saying he would not.
It's still a no. It's still a no.
It will always be a no.
It's still a no. It will be a no. It is a no, and I don't have anything else to add. Will he pardon his son? No.
You've said from the podium that President Biden would not pardon his son. If Vice President Harris is elected, would he tell her also to not pardon?
I mean, that's a hypothetical that look, the president, I could speak for the president, and he said he would not pardon his son. And I'm just going to leave it there.
Secondly, his son Hunter is also up for being sentenced next month. Does the president have any intention of pardoning him?
We've been asked that question multiple times. Our answer stands, which is no.
And again, y'all want to talk about 34 counts of falsifying business documents? Huh? You guys mad that Trump made one of his places that he owned a place of burial for tax purposes? I'm not. Who cares? Can you do the job? Like Joe Biden earlier this year was under impeachment for working with China for some businesses that Hunter Biden had with China, and Joe Biden obviously was getting paid under the table on the back end. But do I have a problem with that? No, not really. Get your money, boy. Just run this country. Make sure we get our money as well. But this is more so a troll to those who hate Trump and to those who swore by Biden and Kamala. Understand that these politicians operate under the table, sly, sleazy, and they're gonna do what they're gonna do for them at the end of the day. Joe Biden just pushed the button, helping Ukraine get them long-range missiles just to make Trump look bad, just to send America into World War III for political reasons. I mean, there are many other factors and variables, but that's the gist of it. And now, of course, Joe Biden is pardoning his son. I mean, y'all killed Donald Trump for pardoning Kodak Black or Lil Wayne, but at least those were for gun purposes, right? That's the president saying, hey, you're violating these guys' Second Amendment rights, and there you go. I believe Kodak was for gun purposes, but I know Lil Wayne was pardoned for gun purposes. That's just the president protecting the Second Amendment. Joe Biden, this is clear bias. So, I mean, take this as you will. That's all I gotta say, really. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, subscribe if you like the content, hit the notification bell, and with that said, hopefully you've been entertained and informed while passing this precious time that we have, and hopefully I have earned your sub. I go by the name of Mac. This has been Doing It for GP. Till next time.
Get the out of here, bitches!
Never did me, I spit the truth. Call you aware, fear-driven niggas get the boot. All of you squares couldn't fit up in my circle. All of us rare and will hurt you severe. Slow your roll, nigga, patience is a virtue.